Mac Buckley here with the UCCS Athletic Network. Here we have head coach Lynn Plett from your UCCS women's basketball team. Hey, Coach, I know you guys just came off the floor, but going 2-0 this weekend, reflecting on conference games, knowing that there's going to be these tough teams and this tough competition, what's the mentality as far as not getting complacent going on the road next weekend?
It's something we have to really focus on because this conference, again, it's new to me, but the girls know that Friday, Saturday on the road, especially this weekend, we go to Shadwin, which is about 5.5 hours from Regis, and so go on Friday or Thursday, drive 5.5 hours, get there, play the game at night, get on the bus maybe at 9:30 at night, and maybe get to the hotel in Denver maybe at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then maybe get a little bit of sleep or whatever we can, and then if we have a shoot around, maybe take a little shoot around at lunchtime, and then play at 5:30. So it's a tough situation in this conference especially for the team that travels. So really realistically, you got to win your home games. You really do, and the worst you can do is split on your home games. And if you can split your away games, you're probably going to be in the hunt at the end of the year. But hopefully we're going to do a little bit better than that.
And, Coach, just talking about that, going 2-0 at home this weekend, really able to use that to your advantage. Closed out the game here, 81-72 for South Dakota Mines. Really, South Dakota making a run with that third and fourth quarter, really trying to come back. I think you overheard you talking 24 points in 10 minutes. The Mountain Lion ladies got a little bit complacent there. How are you going to increase that intensity on the defense for the upcoming weekend?
You just gave me the challenge. I already knew, Max. That was insightful on your part. That was really good. I know that's what we're working on. We actually started that in the locker room before I let them go, trying to challenge them a little bit on that from that standpoint, because we have a saying that I've used from the beginning is run in such a way to win. Not necessarily that you're going to win every ball game, but you need to run in such a way to do that. And that means sometimes you're going to just have bad nights, but you got to really lay it on the line, and you got to put your best foot forward and play. And every effort that you can put into a game, you need to do that. And I don't think we did that. We definitely didn't do it for 40 minutes tonight. We did it at times. But on the other hand, I got to give credit, because Mines played really well. They shot the ball really well. They made a great run at the end, and they really, very well. If we wouldn't have made a couple of free throws and we were turning the ball over and not playing as intelligently down the stretch as we really should when the clock is running down, we let them get back in the game. But they took advantage of it, and they did a really good job and hit some big shots when they needed to. So you have to give them a lot of credit for what they did tonight too.
Yeah, Coach, it seemed like they were able to just light a fire really after that half and come back as far as intensity goes. But, looking at a couple players on the Mountain Lions, Brittany Hernandez, 29 points, Tori Fisher getting 12 points there, and just, Chelsea Pearson knocking down three three-pointers. I mean, Jen Vigil, you have several players coming off the bench to help out the Mountain Lions, really not having one key player, but that versatile deep bench we've talked about. And how much does that help? How much does that play a factor, knowing that these conference games and the fatigue for next weekend on the road?
Well, it's really important. And again, it's great. Brittany plays 28 minutes and scores like that too, and was extremely efficient on the offensive end today too, which was really good. Like you mentioned too, Chelsea hit some big shots for us too. Another one, Anna, comes in and gets a bunch of rebounds, and what I think she went 9 for 12 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
And so that's great, from that standpoint, and the lift that we can get from kids off the bench like that too. So hopefully, again, we'll keep our fingers crossed, and that there's somebody on that bench that's going to give us a kind of light the fire a little bit, especially when, they're going to key on her, and she's going to get banged up, and she's going to get beat on, and they're going to overplay her an awful lot. And so we have to have, as you mentioned, Matt, that we have to have some encouragement coming off the bench and some pluses coming off the bench. And so far, at least this weekend, we got that.
Definitely some sparks flying off the bench there. But real quick, just talking about that play, they triple-teamed Brittany Hernandez, and it seemed like the 4-1 system really played a factor there as far as a positive, being that triple team on Brittany left two players wide open, and she was able to kick the ball out, and Mountain Lions able to score on that. Really, when you look at plays such as that, I mean, that the Mountain Lions are just team play there, with those assists and everything. Brittany Hernandez, 6 rebounds, 6 assists tonight, being that team player, and then mentioning Anna Schwecke. Coach, not having that one player, but just an all-around overall team effort there, what is contributing to the success on the court so far this season?
Well, it's a combination of things, I think, too. I think we're still making progress defensively as a team. And we're, like last night, I thought we did a much better job of being in a little bit better position on the off the ball and in helping and recovering a little bit better than what we did tonight. And again, it's just a few things that we need to work on. Like when they start hitting, we have to understand the nature of a game. And when you're guarding some kids and they start getting hot from the three-point line and people are setting screens for them, you have to go over those screens. And we didn't adjust tonight when we were supposed to, and we gave them some more three-point shots that we shouldn't have given them. So it's those kind of things that we have to continually get better at, and we need to focus on in order for us to maintain what we want to maintain, and that is to keep winning games.
And, Coach, also just reflecting, it was a lot of guard play tonight, a lot of outside shots from both teams. Attempted South Dakota Mines with 63 field goals attempted, Mountain Lions with 58. And so just with all those shots being fired at the basket there and able to get the win, how have you and your team been able to make more this weekend than in the past?
I don't know. I mean, I think part of it is a selection. Of like tonight when Chelsea had some open shots, she didn't force them. She had time, and we worked it around enough, and we made some good passes to the person to when we did get those open shots. And I think for the most part, most of our shots were, at least the three-point shots tonight, were better. So as far as being open and taking our time and getting ourselves set for those shots, I think that's, to answer your question, that's probably the biggest key, is to be selective and to not rush it. And to take your time and know that, okay, I'm comfortable now, I can catch it, I'm ready to catch it, and I'm ready to shoot it instead of just catching it and then, what am I going to do? So having that mindset is a big part of whether you're going to shoot it consistently or not.
So staying mentally focused, it sounds like, Coach, is...
Yeah, just exactly right. You got it. Yeah, that's right.
Yep, just trying to stay focused throughout the entire game there. And ladies did a great job tonight. Going 2-0 this past weekend on the conference games here at Gallagher Event Center. Coach, really building that momentum next weekend, going on the road. Thank you so much for your time today. Mac Buckley here with the UCCS Athletic Network. Thanks, Coach Plett.
Thanks, Mac.